Alright, Nintendo Direct predictions. I am so excited. I had a feeling it was dropping this week. And what we're going to do is actually compare the games from last year, so 2018 September Direct, to this year, and kind of figure out what kind of games they could slide in there. And guys, this is going to be a very big Direct because it's 40 minutes long. And also, you can see here I have this leak that appeared a few weeks ago on GameStop showing 14 new Nintendo Switch SKUs. So it's going to be big. And the other thing too to think about is that last year in September at the Direct, they had 5 minutes of 3DS games. I really don't think we're going to see that this year. I mean, these are the only, you can see right here, these are the only two games that are coming to 3DS. So Shovel Knight and Quarters, Please, whatever that is. September 5th. So I really don't think that the 3DS is going to show up, but what I do think is going to show up is they're going to also talk about Switch Online. Now last September, this Direct was right before Switch Online, I think just like a few days before, so they actually outlined everything that was part of the Switch Online service. But this year, what I think they will do is change the service in some way. They're going to give us some sort of update, some sort of change, not just new games. I really feel like that's going to happen. But let's get into the games. Luigi's Mansion last year was the first thing they showed. It was a brand new announcement. I think that it's pretty safe to say at this Direct they're going to show more Luigi's Mansion. They showed it a lot at E3 already, but the game is coming out very soon. I think actually on Halloween, I want to say. So they're going to show it again here. Next up, they showed Mega Man 11. So a few days ago, they actually leaked, or not leaked, but it was leaked and then confirmed by Capcom that Mega Man 0 and ZX remasters were coming to Switch. So I think it's pretty safe to say that that's also going to make an appearance here. So that fits in nicely. Last year, they also showed Splatoon updates as well as Mario Odyssey. So this year, what I'm putting is Smash characters. So we know Banjo already is confirmed. We're just waiting for the date on that. But I think they're also going to show a new character. Next up, they had a Capcom Beat 'em Ups bundle last year. So for this year, I'm putting Wonderful 101. And this has been heavily rumored for like this past year, really. Platinum Games has very much said they want this game to come. It's one of those gems on Wii U that a lot of people didn't play. I actually never played the full game, but there was a pretty substantial demo on Wii U. So I don't know if you can still get that. Maybe you could try logging into your Wii U and seeing if you can play it, but it's a really good game, very underrated. Then they showed New Super Mario Bros. Wii U Deluxe. Man, that name is never going to get easy to say. So this year, what I put is something Mario related. I'm going to take off Mario Odyssey 2. I really don't think that's going to be something they show. I know that they kind of teased that picture of Mario on Twitter. I don't really know if they're going to add DLC to Mario Odyssey at this point, and I think it's too early for Mario Odyssey 2 to be shown, but they could do something Mario. Not sure what it could be. Some people are thinking it could be like a Super Mario 3D World port. I think that would be a good fit. That is a really good game that people have been asking for. It's one of the only Wii U games that really hasn't been ported over to Switch yet, other than Pikmin, which we're going to get into Pikmin in a little bit here. But then last year we had Katamari Damacy Reroll. I think Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games could fit here. Plus, like I just said, I think there's going to be something Mario related, so I think it's safe to say Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games will show up. That game has already been confirmed, but they could show it off here. Then we have Pokemon Let's Go. For this year, what I think they will do here is they're actually going to show something pretty substantial. I originally said just a brief Pokemon Sword and Shield update, but then now that we know that the Direct is going to be 40 minutes long, and the fact that the Pokemon Company retweeted it on Twitter and kind of told its fans to like stay tuned, that makes me think there might be some new things they will show, maybe another short trailer. So we could maybe potentially see like a 3 to 5 minute thing here. But the important thing I want to note here is that I really strongly think that they're going to show some sort of Pokeball Plus integration with Sword and Shield. Next up was the Diablo 3 collection. Overwatch is what I think is going to be shown. So there was this leak a while ago on Amazon showing a Overwatch Switch case. So I think it's probably going to show up here. Yeah, here's the case. It actually looks really cool. I really like the look of it. Alright, last year we got Super Mario Party as a brand new announcement. and I think it's time we're finally going to see the next Mario sports game. I'm saying Mario Sluggers, but I put Strikers because I really want Mario Strikers. That game is so good. The GameCube one is better in my opinion than the Wii version, but if they were to come out with Mario Sluggers or Strikers and give it the same kind of treatment like they did with Mario Tennis, I think it could go over really well. I would be obsessed with playing these games online. Mario Tennis is almost 2 years old at this point. I think it's a good time for them to do it. Next up is Town. So they showed it last year at September, and this year I think we're going to get a lot more information on this game. I have a feeling it could be delayed, but even if it is delayed, they still got to show it. We know nothing about this. They haven't showed it since I think this Direct last September. I think that was when we saw it, and we haven't heard about it since. And Game Freak obviously has been hard at work on Pokemon, but I think the team working on Town is separate. So the game is being worked on in the background. Maybe they needed to take some of the team over to finish up Pokemon Sword and Shield, so maybe it got delayed. Don't really know, but they gotta show it because they said 2019, and that's the date that's still up. So if it's coming this year, we need to know about it. We don't really know anything about it. I mean, the name I don't even think is official. It's just Town. I think that was a working title. So I really hope they show it here because I'm actually really excited for this game. I think it could be really cool to see Game Freak kind of take their skills and use it on something other than Pokemon, so they're not so confined. So City Skylines was there. I actually didn't put anything for this year, so let's skip that over. Daemon X Machina. I think we're going to see more of that. I know we've seen a lot of it, but this could just be a really short thing, maybe a minute or two, a new trailer, or just reminding us like when the game is dropping. Last year we had Yoshi's Crafted World as well. Animal Crossing, it's going to show. I really feel like it is. I know it got delayed and everything, but I feel like this is the one that they're going to show. I think that it's been in development long enough where they could give us kind of more of a feel of what the game is going to be like. So I feel like Animal Crossing could show here and then get like a spring or maybe June 2020 release date. They don't show this. Yeah, I guess maybe Metroid Prime 4 could be shown, or Bayonetta. Those have been in development for a while. Next up, they showed these board games last year. So Catan, Pandemic, a few others. I think some of the ones that they originally said were coming haven't quite released yet, so they could talk about those. Then they had Civ 6. I put Bravely Default here. We know Square Enix, that team that worked on Bravely Default, actually worked on Octopath Traveler. And we also know that there's a sequel to Octopath Traveler coming to Switch that they've been working on probably for quite a while now, but I still think that one's probably too early to show. So Bravely Default, I really think they could just port those games over, and it doesn't necessarily mean that Square Enix would do the port, but I feel like those games, like, people are really clamoring for those, and in the wait for Octopath Traveler 2, these games would be really nice to play. I personally have never played them, but because I love Octopath Traveler so much, I would definitely give these a try. Then we got some Starlink updates. So I put Assassin's Creed. Now, we already have one Assassin's Creed game, but I feel like they could do another one on Switch. There's so many of them. I really would have preferred if they brought over Black Flag. I really like pirate games, so I think that game would be really fun to play. I wish they would have done that one rather than the other one that they ported over. Well, these last two here, these are going to be the big discussing points here. Hollow Knight, Silksong, and Pikmin 3 and 4. For Hollow Knight Silksong, I just did a video recently talking about the release date and everything, which, again, Nintendo's fiscal report, it says that the game is coming out this fiscal year, which ends March 2020. Now, that was just a fiscal report, okay? So that might be when Nintendo wants the game to come out, but that doesn't necessarily mean that Team Cherry will have it done by then. And we know that Team Cherry is not going to release the game unless it's fully finished up to their standards, and Nintendo knows this and they definitely respect that. Either way, I feel like they could show more. We haven't really gotten that many updates on the game yet. Finally, Pikmin 3 and 4. Man, we've been saying this for how many years? Since 2012? But I feel like it's time, guys. It's time. There was leaks early in the year basically confirming that Pikmin 3 was coming to Switch, and it was coming this year. I don't think when they announce Pikmin 4, it's just going to be a logo. I feel like that could be sort of a slap in the face still to Pikmin fans, because they've been saying for how many years that the game's almost been completed. So I feel like if they're going to show it, they're gonna blow it up. Like, they're gonna give us maybe like 5 minutes, 7 minutes of the game, give us the story, maybe show us some new Pikmin. They're gonna go all out with it. I feel like this is the one, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Like, what games do you want to show? What games do you think are gonna show? I'm really excited for this direct. I cannot wait. Can't wait to talk about all the new games. If Pikmin trailers drop, you know I'm gonna be analyzing those trailers so much. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the next video.